So we're checking out my wonder berries some more, and it's the end of December. It's January, December 28th, 9th, and they're pretty much been just getting hammered by storms. I'm on the ocean, and rain and cold, and so I just wanted to show you what'll happen to the tops, and the leaves will just they don't do well in the wet mold environment, and they'll fall off a lot. And whether or not this should already be fully flowered or not, I don't know. It'll totally live through the year in seasons. It's just that if it's late flowering then and fruiting, it may not fully happen. But as of January, you can still easily, I like to call this like a bell flower plant, by the way, because just the way the hanging lamps, the Chinese lamps, it's really nice the way all of these hang down. And I just wanted to show you that it's still hanging on, but at the same time you're going to lose a lot to rots and mold in the wet seasons. But these are getting ready to flower. I mean, fully. They've done flowered. This is past flowering, by the way. These are the fruits. Okay. Once, if you've seen the other videos on this, once this flowers, these. It's kind of hard to reach all the positions here. This is actually like a 6-foot tall plant, and a lot of it is well, I guess that's the point I was supposed to be out here showing. This is that it's broken off. What's happened is all the rain and wet coldness and whatever is just killed the top of it, and and so then these leaves are blocking the whole bottom layers, so it's still living and stuff, and then these top leaves get it, and they start molding or rotting or whatever, and they die off. But at the same time, it's fully viable, meaning that it's healthy and happy, and these are like new growths. And meanwhile, all below that stage, we still have lots of flowering fruits. And so after the flower, which is a black or it's a yellow tubular purple flower, it's really nice. After that gets flowered and pollinated by pollinators, bees, then it starts these, what I like to call the lanterns. And this is totally hollow feeling. It's if you see, I can squeeze it, and it's just this perfect little lantern about the size of an acorn or so, or not an acorn, a walnut, a big walnut. It's actually bigger than a walnut. They're all different sizes, I mean, depending on their growth patterns, and they have purple ridges on the outsides. And what's going on right now on the inside is there's a little fruit, and they're a little teeny green fruit, and it's hardening up, and it's just attached to the stem right there, and this whole covering is all hollow, and it's just doing some kind of magical embryonic type of thing. I don't know a lot about how these things work. I'm just describing it from my understanding. This right here is, you can see there's a little green fruit in there, and that's an undeveloped, going to die fruit. And this fruit should turn into a literally looks like a golden raspberry, and that's what we're hoping we'll be able to fully develop off of this plant. And it's like I said, it's going to be the coldest month of the year right now, and it's in the 30s. I live on the ocean, and in Northern California, so it's raining, cold, and windy, 40-mile-an-hour winds and such. So yeah, this is that flower had just died back recently, and they've all been pollinated. They get pollinated really easily, and or in my yard, because I have a lot of my whole yard is natural, so I have a lot of life forms that are actively searching out my yard to pollinate plants and whatever and survive, because there's a lot of pesticides and stuff around. And so I'm waiting for these things to do their thing. That'll be great. It looks like the bigger that you can get this, the better chance you'll have of it surviving throughout the year, is another point, because of the fact that they do actually die back, and the rain and the freeze will kill your plant. So if you have a small plant like this, then you have a much less likely chance of it surviving year-round, and or in below 40 degrees, and in the rainy season specifically too. The combination, it grows actively, quick and happy. It's a really happy plant, and it'll just take off actively and grow really big. So I guess that's good for that. All right. Well, I hope you get to see the fruits. Taking a look at a wonderberry bush again. I still haven't bothered to look up the actual name of the plant. It's referred to as a Chinese lantern plant, or a wonderberry for commercially made products that are made from this. And I've already done a few videos on this, and this specific video is going to be for say harvest, or either way afterwards. This is an edible plant, but I want to make sure people understand to not eat this unless it has been prepared properly, because this is quite possibly extremely powerful, medicine and or poison. And if you're not preparing this properly, this is not edible in certain stages. You can eat this when it's brighter green and still hard. This is actually kind of hard, but a lot of these, they as it browns out, you can see, okay, here would be a nice green one. This is more of its harvest stage, versus when it browns out. When it's brown like that, then the fruit on the inside, it starts, I don't know the term for it, but not necessarily rotting, but changing, whatever it is. It's starting to liquefy and turn into an alcohol or something. So at this stage, it is no longer, do not put a soft berry like this in your mouth, is what I'm saying. If it came off of this bush, if it came off of this wonderberry bush here, like this, the Chinese lantern plant, do not eat these berries if they're soft and over-ripened and brownish, because it's in a different stage, and I believe that it's no longer edible. It might be even poisonous. You might even physically feel effects immediately just by tasting it, or it could be transdermal, which means it can absorb through the skin. If anybody has any knowledge on this and they want to clarify that for me, just like maple syrup or agave, they both brown out, okay, and they change their